Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on. Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
White 25. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Let's go.
DeAndre Washington, his first carry. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Switch. Check the backer. Tighten up.
Hey, let's get him some person.
Kill. Hey, check.
Easy.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Stop. Let's go.
Alert 3. Kill.
Easy.
Check 24. Check. 41.
On 2nd down now. It's Washington. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here I come again. Duff. 41 Mike. Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. A huge play there for Denver. 55 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check three. Check. Let's go.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
They run with Washington. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Ready. Blue ready.
Watch it, get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Check 55.
Flip.
Check 55 to Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set it.
Wait.
Shit. Watch the shit. Hey.
Let's go.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Slam. Deuce.
After the interception, here's Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
One set. 19. 47 Mike. 47. Watch the 24.
Big ass. Let's go. Come on. Bang.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
I smell fear in that offense.
Alert.
Watch safety creep.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's got Fuller. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. But he's got it.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Rush in. Rush in. Switch. Pull it. High.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Alert. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 9. 53.
Watson looks to throw again. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. That his first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Check. 6. Alert. 6. Shift. Switch.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, Miller. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones, because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm coming after you. Say. Green, 17.
Washington gets it going right. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Ready. Black, 22.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Switch.
Here we go, even.
Get wide. Check your hot read. Alert flare.
Shift. Watch the shift. Easy. Hey.
Running it, Washington. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your...
A big rush by the Texans, and they block it. Touchdown, Houston. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Tight go, tight go, tight go. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, wait, no.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Taron Johnson made the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Four down. Check. Check, hot.
Now Washington. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, 5 on the 50. He's 5 on the 50.
Check. Lucky.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Where we go?
From the gun, Winston. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Watch the eye. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Adam Gotsis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Thomas, the intended target. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
On first, here's Washington. Room here to run. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. DeAndre Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Texans first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Check 26, check 26. Kill. Hey, turn it up. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Come get some. Come on, come get some. He don't want it.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Ready? Black 25 behind. Green, triple C.
Mike, 55. Right there, easy. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Here we go.
Winston now to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Push him back.
Throwing, Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Freeman. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him, Chad Thomas.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Check safety, check the car.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson, he's going to wind up. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
First down, Houston.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check 52 and 24.
Back to throw, Watson. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Watson with a give to Miller, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Step, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Texans have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Easy. Green, triple T.
41, Mike, 41. Hey, tight. 41, Mike.
Even.
Oh, here we go. Oh, check. Fresno. Hey, alert 3. Slam.
Winston. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm going back to you. Hey, check. Mike 50. Watch the out.
Come on. Sunday.
Now a give, right side. McFarland. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lamar Miller. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Miller. Miller with 1st down and more. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jameis to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 41. Check it back.
Hey, let's get a conversion.
Tight.
Easy.
Kill.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And certainly not the greatest of punts there. This will get out of bounds right at their own 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Reset. 218.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Let him go.
Watson on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
First down, Houston.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Here's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Oh, yeah!
Reset. 19.
This is the mic.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Check, 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 check.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will get the lead up to 14. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Check, 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 check. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Thornton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Ready. Back 25 behind. 30.
Rip right, rip right. You go tight.
Hey, stop. Let's go.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Yeah,
30.
The 1st down throw for Winston. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Easy.
41 Mike, right here. Let's go.
Again, it's Winston. He's going to air one out. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they... Lamar Miller! He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Houston! Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Winston now. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
On first down, it's Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Texans 38, Broncos 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Winston. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line.
Watch the safety creep.
They run the counter. McFarland, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The Broncos on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, check 24.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
It's a give to Freeman running right. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, that's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Hey, watch. Easy. Hey, check mine, check mine.
Jameis now on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a give, right side. McFarland, and he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there with his 1st career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos cut into that lead. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a 1-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Bang, 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 bang. Out, 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 out.
Get it boys down, he's coming.
Miller. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Set. 19.
3, Mike.
54.
53 to Mike.
From the 38, Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
And the Texans first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line.
Rush in.
Now Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Watson now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 53. Mike 55. Switch.
Mike 31.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Watson. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that's... Sets up a 1st and goal. Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Don't get nervous.
Easy. Hey.
You gotta wedge that, huh? You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Set. 19.
Check 53. Hey, pick your game up.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. He gets it to Thomas. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just about on his own goal line. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll run on first down. McFarland. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down, check, 4 down. 82's moving, 82's moving.
Hey, 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50.
He's coming, double up. Watch out. Check 3.
Easy.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
Let's go.
To throw, Winston. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Ready? White 25.
50's the mic.
Oh, you got deep?
50's the mic.
Better bring it.
5 on the 50, 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50.
Right now, you better bring it. Check 9.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check. Lucky.
Hey, even.
Lucky.
Easy. Hey.
He's coming. We got double up. Mike's 50.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
3rd and long for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Cortland Sutton. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
5-0. Let's go.
One last shot now for Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,